Hey everyone, it's Reese NCFC Douglas here, and I think the first point I'm going to make of this video is the need for a new nickname. Because my current one's a bit too long. So, as mentioned in my first video, anyone of the tens of you that will watch this, if you can think of anything decent, please let me know. Very curious. In my first video, I was told by my good friend O'Malley1990 to do my favourite deck. He has since told me the origins of his nickname, and it was not the colourful one I'd hoped, but it's a cool background nonetheless. If you want to know, I suggest asking him. I'm sure he'll love the queries. Anyways, so yeah, he asked me to do my favourite deck last time, which was Zombies, just because it's really fun, and because it's not heavily supported, it's great feeling every time you win with it. But this time it's my deck, my proper deck, which is the Heretics, or Hieratics. Almost everyone I know has a different way of wanting to pronounce it. But I'm going to call them Heretics. I'm sorry if that bugs you. I'll try and say it as least often as possible. So, we'll start straight away then. With 3 Sues. It's good for Mexican trap card destruction, and you can loop it so well, so easily for an XYZ rank 6, which is just fantastic. I also run 3 Tefnuits, which is the Cyber Dragon of the deck, for anyone who doesn't really know too much about it. If your opponent controls a monster and you don't, you can special summon him. You can't attack the turn he's summoned with that effect. But often you can just put Tefnuit down, tribute him straight away for Sue. When Tefnuit goes, you can get a normal monster, usually in this case level 6 out, and instantly XYZ with it. It loops that quickly. I also run 2 assets, well, for both the reasons that his Infector implies. He's really good because this deck contains so many high-level monsters you want to be able to normal summon. Often to be able to maybe tribute them straight away. And so he's good to be able to normal summon himself, and he can copy the level of, I believe, a normal monster on the field, or is it any monster? No, you have to target a dragon type normal, and it becomes the same level as that, so it can become a level 6, or it can become a level 8. Those are the normal monster levels I run. I know some people run level 5s as well to specifically go with this straight away. Just something I haven't decided to go into. Right, they're the main higher leveled heretics. Next up, I'll just go through the normal monsters. I've got too many piles here of the deck cut up. Do bear with me. I run 2 level 6 normal monsters, Luster Dragon number 2, and Wattail Dragon. Now, the reason I run 2 separate ones is because I've researched the deck and it's running, and there's this trap card, Chain Disappearance, which, excuse my language, buggers up Heretics rather badly, because Chain Disappearance stops, in my case, me, when I summon a monster with 1000 attack or less, which is what Heretics do. All the monsters become attack of 0 and defense of 0. And it will remove that card from play, I believe, and all other copies of that card. Which is dangerous for this card, but I run 3 of these when I'm playing fun, because they are the beautiful, the awesome Blue Eyes White Dragon. Now, I've loved this card since the beginning of Yugioh, and I run 3 of them just because I love them so much, and since I got back into it a couple of years ago, I've always wanted to find the best way to play Blue Eyes. So when I'm playing for fun, I play my 3 Blue Eyes. In my side deck, which I haven't got out, I would, if I were to play competitively, I would run 1 Blue Eyes, 1 Heretic Seal Overlord. He's the normal level 8 monster who actually has 0 attack and defense. He runs well with Gebeb, as I'll show in just a second. Actually, why not? I'll just show you now. There we go. I run 3 Gebebs, and the reason he runs so well with the Heretic Seal Overlord is because when he's tributed, special summon 1 Heretic non-monster, not an actual dragon. It has to be Heretic specifically, so it goes well with him. So although his second effect doesn't run well when I'm playing for fun, I don't care because it's 3 blue eyes. So yes, getting back to it, I would run 1 blue eyes, 1 overlord, and a rabbit dragon. I also run 1 honest because there are so many light monsters and it's good to just protect them, and 2 staples to make everything run faster, 2 red eyes, darkness metals. Right, speeding along because I've been talking way too much. We'll go on to magic cards. And we'll run with, starting, 3 Seal of Supremacies, Heretic Seal of Supremacies, special summon 1 from your hand, a Heretic monster that is, so you can just special summon and tribute that straight away, and usually in their effect you get special summon a normal monster, which is wonderful. That said then, I also run 3 Seal of Convocations, which is totally overpowered, because you can just get any Heretic you want to your hand from your deck, which is just fantastic, because you can play that and choose a monster to suit your situation, what you've got in your hand on your field, how badly or how well you're doing. It's just wonderful. For destruction, I run 1 Heavy Storm, and you may be a little surprised, I do run 3 Mystical Space Nothings. I know so many people only run a Heavy Storm and 2 MSTs, but I want to run as many as I can because I get the feeling that the monsters of the deck can take care of my opponent's monsters, which means I just need to get rid of their field and everything on their back row. So if I loot the MSTs, the Heavy Storm, using Sue's effect to destroy Magic and Trap cards, then it should get rid of all that, and then I've just got 1 row, which is the monsters to take care of. That said, I run a Monster Reborn in as well, and a Dark Hole for Mage Destruction. Those 2 are pretty much staples. I consider this one to still be a staple as well, but depending on what deck you run, differs anyway. Book of Moon, and because I run 3 Blue Eyes, I run 1 Dragon's Mirror as well. Even if I were to play competitively, I'd still run the Dragon's Mirror anyway for fun because I got a 5-headed. I'll move on to traps. 1 Heretic Seal of Reflection. Tribute a Heretic to negate and destroy any magic, trap, or monster effect you like. Lovely. And obviously by tributing you can usually activate their effect as well, which is a lovely little loop. 1 Mirror Force. Dimensional Prison. Compulsory Evacuation Device. 1 Torrential. And Solemn Judgment. Now, I've considered running 2 Torrential Tributes, but because I already run the Dark Hole as well, and because I've got so many Magic and Trap card destruction things, effects, I don't feel the need to destroy too much, because, as I said, I'm hoping that the monsters will be able to take care of my opponents. It's the same reason I've not been too sure about looking for Solemn Warnings, because, again, that's based only on abilities of special summon monsters. Now I know everyone does it, but the side deck's hopefully going to contain some cards that will be able to negate that anyways, and as I said, by the use of Honest, or hopefully being able to loot Red Eye Spring monsters back, I hope I should be alright. Now, for currently, I also run 1 Draconnection and Dark Bribe. However, pending cards that I'm waiting in the post to arrive, they will turn into 2 Night Beams. As I said, they've not arrived today, which is really annoying because I wanted to do this video today, which I have. So that's annoying, but yeah, once I've completed the extra deck as well, which is only half completed, so please don't give comments going, oh, your extra deck's only half built, it's absolutely ridiculous, it will never do that well. It's a work in progress. Cut me some slack. Right, yes, moving on, because I went on a bit too long there. Extra deck, nice and quickly, because I've run the Dragon's Mirror, my fusion cards, my 5-headed dragon, and Blue Eyes Ultimate. The rank 4s, because this deck's only going to run XYZs. Queen Dragon Jin, she's good for special summoning level 5s or higher, which this deck does. Utopia, because he's pretty much a staple. And Photon Papilloperative, I believe is how it's pronounced. I believe I also used it in my last video and struggle pronouncing it then as well. I've seen in other videos that other people are struggling as well, so it's not just me. That would be it for level 4. So I've only got one rank 6, but I will contain about another 3. Oh, actually, quickly as well, there's currently, I'm thinking of getting the rank 5 Adreus Keeper of Armageddon, I believe it's called. Just because I've got 2 assets. So, if I was able to get both of them out, it would be a good rank 5, and Adreus effect is pretty cool as well. Even though it's not that occasional that it'll happen, it's still good to have in there. Anyways, yes, rank 6 in what I've currently got is number 25 Force Focus. This is hopefully going to be one of the ways that I won't be able to require Solemn Warning, because I can detach from him and negate the effects of one of my opponent's monsters for that turn. And also he's a really good 2000 monster as well, and as I said, with Sue's effect, level rank 6 rather, still getting used to that, is exceedingly easy. Hey, pun intended. The other rank 6s I'm hoping to get 2 Hieratic King of Atoms, I believe that's the correct name for it, and 1 Photon Strike Bouncer. But for any of you who've tried trading for one or buying one off eBay or friends, you'll know they're not cheap, which is why I don't quite have them yet. Employment pending, I will do. Finally, the current rank 8 I've got, Thunder End Dragon. I know not too many decks run this, but he was the first XYZ I've got, so I've got a bit of a connection to him. And I also used to run a Kadaris deck back in the old days, and I used to use Neo Daedalus' effect of getting rid of the field card, destroy all the cards but him. So with Thunder End Dragon's effect being pretty much the same, I hung on to him because I liked him. The other rank 8 I would run is the Hieratic overpowered, no, not overpowered, but whatever his name is, Heliopolis. I would run one of him, and also because I've got 3 level 8s, I've also considered Neo Galaxy Eyes. He won't come out too often, but again, a bit like Adreus, good to have in there. I appreciate all comments regarding this deck, because as I said, I'm hoping to make it my key deck. I'd like to make it pretty competitive. I'd like to have got a bit of Kyber blood in me, as far as I want to win all the time. But anyways, yeah, that's this deck done for now. I will post an update as soon as I've got the extra deck missing cards ASAP. That's me done. Thank you very much.